My son, my younger son, is getting married. He's named after a mountain here in New Zealand. He's not Christian. He's not a believer. He's not religious. And nor is his wife. Well, she's from a Hindu family. Well, I don't suppose I'll be the only person at the wedding that strongly believes in God, because last wedding I was at was my friend who's absurdly well off has 6,000 acre farm and another farm too. Was getting married to a Filipino lady. Good soul. He's a good soul too. I was master of ceremonies. Didn't have a wedding outfit, so I wore my gold tunic I bought in Bangalore, India. And it's very stately. It's gold, in colour, I mean, studded with jewels. Bits of glass, of course, plastic, and so on. I like it, it's spectacular. It's very long, and I'm terribly tall. It makes me look twice as tall. I'm 6'3" anyway. I feel very stately when I wear it. Those who love to go in long robes, you know, from the scripture. Suspect, isn't it? Do you know yellow, the gold, bright yellow? It's the robe of you could say an aristocrat, but it's a spiritual aristocrat really, although the culture may have lost the idea. They associate it with Rajas and so on, but I think. But in fact it is brahmacharya, celibacy vow. And I am. I think I'm proud of it. Not sure as I should be or shouldn't be. I just am. And I'm at a wedding. What am I going to tell them? The wedding's a waste of time. It's not a waste of time. It's a wonderful opportunity to know, to get a glimpse of heaven, where you commit yourself forever, in effect, in love, in the best intention you've probably ever had. Bless you. And you are blessed. Well, I don't want to bring in any realism, so to speak, secular realism about the transitory nature of this world, because it is an eternal value, and every detail that God has of your life is a purpose to bless you, and it does, because He's God. But they won't know that. But on occasions like this, you can come very close to heaven. And you almost know it in your heart. Isn't that lovely? So Marsha's going to his son's wedding. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. Oh, must tell you, they've known each other since they were 15 at school. Yeah, same class they were. And they've been going out with each other ever since. And they're now, I don't know, 26, 27. Isn't that lovely? Of course, in reality, they've been married for years now. What are we talking about? Gosh, 12 years. Probably. I mean, we know the reality of the modern world, don't we? And now they want to get married. Perhaps it's the pressure of society. I doubt it, though. The modern world doesn't press that much now, does it? No, I think they just want to get married. I think they want to confirm what is. And what is this relationship they've had for 12 years. Bless them. They were incredibly good to me. I was homeless. I didn't know where to turn. Well, I turned to God, of course, but you know what I mean. And I had their living room, which they weren't using, thank God. But for me, using it, it was never heated, never used, and yeah, it was the best room in the house, huge. And I lived in it for 5 years. Fancy putting up with your dad for 5 years when you're a young couple together. Wow, bless them, bless them. And they are blessed. They don't know it yet, but I know it. And more importantly, our Heavenly Dad knows it too. So, I go to the wedding. When is it? November sometime. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. Well, El, in the Canaanite, ancient Hebrew understanding of things, meaning God, the Elohim were a whole host of gods, of course, no doubt with a hierarchy. And secularity is like that. You know, you worship comfort, you worship power, you worship love, you worship all sorts of things. And it's so diverse, of course, that your worship is so divided of your resources that you're really worshipping nothing at all. And you may well own such too. You know, you're a non-believer, you're secular completely. But a wedding is a commitment one to another, it's just the two of you. And in truth, with the intention in the ceremony that it's going to be your priority over all other gods that you might have had and might continue to have. You only really find this out as you go along. You actually are prioritizing the partner. Everything you do, if you're in earnest, starts to take into account how this will affect your partner, the two of you. What shall I say when I get home? What shall we do? What can I do for the other? What's the problem here? She wants to do so-and-so, or he wants to do such and such. Perhaps I should give up my job and move to where they want to move to. Is this best for us? And you know, she wants to have children. Oh, well, perhaps we should. Perhaps that'd be nice, you know. Everything starts to be steered by this relationship. So it's an incredibly teaching situation of what it is to be devoted to one. Now, you might think, but surely heaven, we are loving everybody in heaven. Yes, that's true. But it's turning on this one relationship. You are a child of God, and that is the priority. Not your marriage partner, you see. Well, of course, this is contrary to the marriage ceremonies in general, what they actually seem to imply, which is to put the partner on a pedestal. It doesn't really emphasize putting God on the pedestal, does it? Even if it's a religious so-called marriage. So whereas I say that weddings are good practice, sorry, I don't mean several weddings. Don't follow my example if you can help it. Those that are committed to God cannot get married. It's just not on the cards. I'd be tying my hands in prioritizing God. Tying my hands so that I can't prioritize Him, really. It's very hard if you're married. Well, it's not that God doesn't accept this is the situation you're in if you find you're married. He's not telling you to hit the road, as far as I know. It's a learning situation. If He wanted you to be single, she'll go. And believe me, I've experienced that 3 times. Must be something wrong with me, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll tell you what was wrong with me. I wasn't able to prioritize God. It wasn't about being wrong with me, but it was wrong not to be able to prioritize God. It may be right for you in that it's a necessary experience you need to go through. It's another lesson in the school. I don't want to be negative about this. It's falling in love with someone is a window into heaven and transforms you to be in love. Love is love, not to be despised. And nor is wedding, nor is marriage, nor the family. For again, with children, your children, it will greatly help in your spiritual maturity, just as your marriage does. So if you are purposed to get married, okay, it will be a blessing, but it's not the final blessing. The final blessing is devotion to God and life eternal. And, well, God can do all things. I expect He can even do that within marriage. But you won't go into marriage lightly if you're committed to God. I think that's about all I can say. And I hardly have a track record that's terribly impressive to speak from. Bless you, and I'm sure you're blessed. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.